Are you one of those people that when you meet someone for the first time, you just sort of assume that they're just like you? I mean, maybe you were at a sushi dinner meeting a new person and you just sort of assumed that they voted for the same person for president, or you just assumed that they kind of had the same upbringing as you. Well, when we make assumptions, we can get into some tricky territory. So sometimes when you're meeting someone for the first time, you want to think of safe topics, topics that are not emotionally charged, like politics or global warming. These are topics that you want to ease into when you start to get to know someone a little bit better. So when I'm meeting people for the first time, I like to think of or have some questions in my back pocket that can spark interesting conversations. So for example, if I'm at a networking event, I'll say to someone, "So what brought you here tonight? Like, why did you want to come tonight?" So that I'm getting them to, maybe they're going to tell me that they, this is the first time they've heard about this networking organization, or they're really curious to learn more about the tech field, whatever the case may be. But just sort of ask them, so what's your reason for coming? Now, another way that I like to tap into a new conversation is say, what is the shared connection? So I'm a member of a women's networking organization called First Tuesday. And if I meet someone from First Tuesday, I might say, hey, also a member, who brought you to the organization? Who do we know in common? So you're looking for that connection. Easy, 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 safe topic. Now, I also like to sort of shake things up and ask people like what, great movie that they've seen, what great book, what great TED Talk did they watch recently? And I might even open up that question by saying like, oh, I'm always looking for new resources. Like, have you read anything great recently? And if they say no, you can be ready with that great book that you're reading or the great movie you saw last weekend. Just little things to have prepared. And then next, I have people come to visit us in Santa Monica all the time, and I'm always looking for great finds. So when I meet new people, I say, so tell me, I'm always curious about what restaurants do you love? Or what great thing do you show tourists who come to the city that maybe, you don't know about? This is the best kind of conversation because again, if you ask them, you're going to share great resources that you have, and you really, provide some instant value and really learn some new cool things. And then finally, I love the idea of course, asking people what they do, but that's so obvious, that's sort of showing up at a networking event. You say, so what do you do? But I think you can kind of shift that a little bit, just ever so slightly to say like, so, what are you really excited about these days? Like, what's your hobby? What do you do for fun? You learn more about a person by learning what they do for fun than what they just do for a living. This is another way to sort of spark an interesting conversation. So play around with some of these safe ways to spark a conversation, and you'll be amazed at where you will go. Really interesting new discoveries. So if you've got great topics, safe topics, put them in the comments below. I would love to hear your contribution. And I wouldn't be here without this community, so please share your voice, check out other aspects of my blog and my business, and I so look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.